All right, hardest one of the week. Let's go, New Yorker. Singer Erica. Already know that's gonna be Baidu. This is an Anna Shechtman puzzle for the final day of August. Annual outdoor drag festival that began in New York City in '84. Time is blank. Every plea and rushes on. MLK Jr. Semi-homemade casserole popular in the American South and Midwest. Subject of the boycott, divestment, sanctions, BDS movement is Israel. Good to see BDS in the grid. Popular kids party activity. CBS spin-off set in SoCal. I want to say CSI. No, maybe. LA Law. No. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame architect is Pei. I am Pei. Hotel chain acquired by Marriott in 2016. Slumber party attire for short. That's PJs. Half of a 90s power couple with Ethan. Blank Loose, theorist of modernist architecture. National Yoga Month. Half of a 90s power couple with Pitt. Is Aniston? Indian American Simpsons character whose white voice actor quit the role in 2020 after 30 years is Apu. Have blank. Try it. Have add it? No, because you wouldn't have it. Trafalgar Square Monument honoree who was a defender of the slave trade. Word with light or power. Browser unit is probably a tab. Waters, who was the first black American to host a national television show. Torso. Midsection, right? Maybe not. Come back to that one. Thing in a 40 across. French religious title. Canadian coins informally. Either loonies or toonies, probably. Choice words. Swift. Cut off. Get rid of tab. 4 of its governors became U.S. presidents. California. One really into IPAs say. Beer nerd. Women's lib. Disturbingly, Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Emirates. Enrage. Major file transfer. Wild things. Like many a sitcom husband. Okay. Short-lived Gridiron Association. Let's try XFL. Savings plan for short, I think, is going to be an IRA. Troopers. Word with lock and box. Shredded. Best. Org that once funded the Museum of Modern Art, Partisan Review, and the Paris Review. Frat party staples are probably going to be kegs. 8 formally. Dined on. One in the process of purchasing a house, maybe. Alternative to Helvetica is probably going to be Arial. Wasteful business model associated with H&M and Zara. I'm going to go with fast fashion. Lead in from the Greek for end. Traditional South Indian dish made with white pumpkin. Prepare as eggs for a salad. Book after Job. Is it Psalms? Like Gerard Manley Hopkins and Walter J. Ong. DJ Blank, former third member of Salt and Peppa. Tons of work ahead. A, B, or C. New York City. The skeleton architecture of our lives per Audre Lorde. Proviso part, Inspiron and Latitude, e.g. Sound like ships or something, right? Some U.S. Naval Academy grads. Assists. Some washers, briefly. Stone Age tool. Turn for the worse. Spiral. Mexico City's Palacio de Bellas something. Dig. Designer Tahiri. Kings and Queens, e.g. Singer Erica is Badu. Late rapper and producer Miller is Mac. Where you might be in hot water. Attache's building and kind of plant. Stone Age tool is a neolith. I don't know. Major file transfer is data dump. You might be in hot water in the tub. Attache's building is an embassy, and kind of plant is a spy. Schlubby. It's an interesting one. Cut off is lop. Prepare as eggs for a salad. I don't think Aniston is right. Sheraton is the hotel, so that's hard boil. CBS spinoff is NCIS LA. Time is deaf to every plea. One in the process of purchasing a house, maybe, is an I don't know. I think this is Ethel Waters, right? That's a name that is familiar with me. Torso, I think, is a midsection. Thing in a 40 across is a site, which is in a tab. Semi-homemade casserole popular in the American South and Midwest is a Frito pie. Popular kids party activity. This might be the AFL. Word with lock and box. Troopers, I think, is, oops, GIs. Right? Shredded is tore up. Best. Oh, popular kids party activity is laser tag. Org that once founded the museum. Art in the Paris Review. I wonder if it's the CIA, right? Best is up. Okay. Some washers briefly. Kings and queens are beds. 1 million to IPAs say. Choice words. One of its governors became U.S. presidents. What could that be? What are states that start with an N? Nevada, New Mexico, Nebraska, but those don't seem. Skeleton architecture of our lives. Poetry. New York State. Proviso part. I don't know what a proviso is. A, B, or C in New York City are trains. I'm guessing this is going to be a lord. Best is optimal. Half of a 90s power couple with Ethan, I think, is Uma. This is Lord. Ugh. Nelson. Proviso part is unless. Tons of work ahead, a lot to do. Oh, Paltrow, I guess. I didn't know that they were together. I'm 23, so. National Yoga Month is September. Have a. Jordan Manley Hawkins and Walter J. Ong were Jesuit? Yeah, because this is STE. Salt. Have a word with light or power. Swift. Let's try rapid. Some washers are coin operated. Disturbingly, dig. Wild things. Enrage. Assist is helps out. One really into IPAs is a beer snob. Work with light or power. Is this Wigstock? Oh yeah, Inspiron and Latitude. What are those? Is this Psalms? I'm gonna go with all 2, and I'm gonna go with arts for that. Dig, meaning to like something. Designer Tahari, I don't think I know that. And rage is rile up. DJ Spinderella, I'm guessing. Wild things are beasts. Oh, a dig is in a barb, like a dig at someone. Power lunch or light lunch. And Inspiron and Latitude are both PCs. The Sunday Mob, we already got this one. Okay, I think that 15 minutes, just under 16 minutes for a New Yorker Monday is not that bad. Let's go over this. Wigstock, playoff Woodstock, right? Because there are wigs. Wigstock, Frito Pie, and Laser Tag is a great triple stack. The down answers are not that bad. I guess WFL is kind of cool. I'm assuming the W stands for women's. Emirates Data Dump and Schlubby is a little less exciting, although Schlubby is a cool word to have in a grid. Fast fashion is cool. I haven't seen that in a grid. I like hard boil. I don't love a lot to do, and I also don't love midsection and Lord Nelson. I think that pair of answers is kind of dry. Like, why would you have someone in a grid just to point out that he was a defender of the slave trade? I mean, that's worth featuring someone in a grid. I don't really understand that. I mean, like, I get being like social justicey in the clue and saying, oh, he was a defender of the slave trade, but it's like, okay, but then why put him in the grid in the first place? I don't know. I would just, if it's someone like that, I would just keep them out of the grid. I guess that's me. I don't know. Spinderella, I don't think I knew that one. That's cool. Beer snob. Beer nerd, I'm kind of more familiar with, but maybe that's wrong. Coin ops I've seen lately in crosswords. I wasn't familiar with that phrase, and I guess that's very much a thing. So, escrowy, I didn't know. What else did I not know? Wigstock, I didn't know, but that's pretty gettable. That's fair. Paltrow, I mean, I know the name. I didn't know that she was with Brad Pitt. Yeah, I don't know what a proviso is, so that was a little tough. Other than that, I thought very gettable. I thought the crossings were pretty much all fair. I didn't really have too difficult of a crossing. I feel like the New Yorker is a little less smooth than the New York Times in that they accept 3-letter answers like WFL, EMB. STE isn't that bad. I just think that they're a little less picky about 3-letter answers, and I think in the end it doesn't matter because their puzzles are more showy anyways, and no one is going to care about GIs or EMB in their puzzle. No, as long as they're gettable, no one really cares. I think the New York Times almost worries about glue a little too much. And the New Yorker kind of shows that, like, hey, if you're not bogged down by those kind of petty concerns, then you can do a lot with a grid. This kind of felt like an aggressively political puzzle. I think the representation was definitely good, but I also think it was a little aggressive. I think it was kind of But you know, that's okay. Not really a complaint. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this one. Tonight I'm gonna do New York Times Tuesday. So another good one from the New Yorker. I'll see you soon.